Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zach and welcome to Brokenomics. Recently we put out a poll, it was a very close race, so here is the Definity video. Thank you everybody for voting. The main question is, who is dumping Definity tokens? So let's just do a quick background. The story so far, Definity has been in development since 2016. It was launched on the 10th of May 2021. However, the crypto bull market has faltered as a whole, and we're really in an uncertain space with Bitcoin in a range between 30 and 40,000 US dollars. There was a lot of hype around the launch, and the I.C.P token reached a high of 630 US dollars. We did warn you in a previous video, do not buy the launch, and those who listened to us, well, you guys would have saved a pretty penny, and the rest, well, you would have got wrecked. I.C.P now sits around $40, having had a nice 40 to 50% jump in the last 24 hours. Not long ago though, there was a post on the Definity subreddit which caused a little bit of a stir, claiming the Definity team had sold 90 million tokens since its Genesis event. So let's delve into this a little bit deeper. Firstly, let's focus on the poster. Reddit user Beneficial Source, the irony of the name is not lost on me, has been with Reddit long, as his cake day is the 11th of June 2021. All of his posts have something to do with ICP, and let's be honest, he's spreading a lot of negativity. In one of his posts, he even makes the claim that he made 10k shorting ICP. Shorting when the market is tanking, well, it doesn't take a genius. However, when we delve a little bit deeper, we realise the source of the actual content comes from a Twitter user by the name of Mr. Norton Wang. I'd encourage you to give him a follow, as he seems like to be a very credible chap, and I'd also like to give him a bit of credit for some of the content that's coming up in the next few slides. His pinned tweet demonstrates that he's been around the crypto space since 2013. This is the ICP token distribution at the Genesis event, and gives us an idea of who can be selling ICP at the moment. 25% of the seed funding raising are subject to a 4-year vesting period. However, a small amount have been released, so they definitely could be selling, because let's be honest, they've made some insane profits. The VC or strategic fundraising are not subject to any lockup period, and you also assume that they're selling as well because of the absolutely insane profits. Early contributor tokens are essentially the team, and again, why wouldn't you want to take some profits? And remember, only a small amount of the tokens are in circulation, and in spite of that, we've got massive sell pressure. But in the last 24 hours, we've seen a 25% jump in the price of ICP, so God knows what happened there. What is undeniable is that more tokens will come into circulation, and as they are released, one can only assume that with more supply increase, the price will go down. The lack of a clear token release schedule and tokenomics is a problem with this project. This table shows the initial Neuron allocation with the current Neuron allocation. If you don't know what neurons are, be sure to check out our other vid on Definity. This table is what all the debacle is about. The most important neuron is near the bottom, neuron number 4000. Neuron number 4000 is known to have distributed to ex-employees and presumably current employees, but this does not mean that the team has sold 90 million tokens. About 18 days ago, 50 million tokens were on the move from Neuron number 4000 to account number 5275, which then moved 3.1 million tokens to CD4A, who staked 2 million of them. Who are 5275 and CD4A? I don't know, maybe seed fundraisers? But these are definitely addresses you should keep your eye on. This address, number 8089, holds 13.8 million ICP, just under 3% of the entire supply. Is that you, Dominic? It took profit on and dissolved 2 of its 49 neurons, but it held the rest. It's going to hold the rest till 2028, so they definitely believe in the project. And according to some Twitter users, with the voting rewards, they're earning a pretty penny, upwards of a few mil a week. How many ICP are staked, and how can we use a blockchain to find out? Norton Wang reckons that at least 32% of ICP is staked. See, the thing is, Neuron IDs are randomly generated, with the exception of Neuron IDs that are less than 5,000 and the Genesis neurons. So there may not actually be a way to find all neurons and their lockup times. Most of his data comes from 15,472 Genesis neurons and 418 which are not. So if there's anything shady going on, it'll be the movement from Genesis to other places. Address number 5456 received 5.2 million ICP tokens in the last month and then transferred them to Coinbase and CoinList. Who's that? Address 0AFB received 2.5 million ICP, and so did DF4A, all in the last month as well. Address 55F4 received 2.75 million ICP from Neuron 4000, but it's also linked to Neuron 3005, which is an ICA neuron. I want to shout out here to user Floorlamp, who did an amazing bit of sleuthing. Who owns these addresses? I think personally ICP is a super interesting project. I'm not that keen on Dominic Williams. Don't forget the power of a posh British accent on the American psyche. It's a real powerful tool of influence. What I'm worried about personally is we all talk about the price of ICP, but we do not have any transparent way of calculating the staked versus the dissolving versus the circulating supply. If you're curious about ICP, you should definitely do your own research and keep your eye on these addresses. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm Zach from Brokenomics, and thank you very much.